Yo, I'm Colton Lindsay, financially free by the age of 32. Today, my team's got some Dan Pena videos teed up. I'm going to watch them and give you my feedback. I've seen some of Dan's stuff. I agree with some of it. Some of it's, I think, over the top. And I got to be honest, I don't even know if I trust that he's even as successful as he makes himself out to be. Either way, he does have some good content, and I'm going to give you my real feedback in real time. Let's go.
Money does buy happiness. And money's not the root of all evil. Money's the root of all motherfucking happiness.
I don't know if it's the root of all motherfucking happiness, but I'll tell you what, I would rather be really, really, really rich and happy than really, 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 really broke and happy. I want both. I want the money and the happiness. Besides, you've heard that old saying, you ever seen someone frowning on a jet ski? That takes money to buy a jet ski. The reality is, your life is better with a lot of money. I completely agree on that.
Your sperm go faster and you have better orgasms. Funny how that works. Why do you think the pharaohs had concubines? They 100, 300, 900 people. They're happier. It's tough to get it up 800 or 900 times a week.
I don't know about 800 or 900 concubines that's going to make you happier. I think if you read the book Think and Grow Rich, you'll learn about sexual transmutation. There's something beautiful about having a committed relationship. I think if you can learn to have that incredible sexual relationship with that person in your life, that's going to be extraordinary. Me personally, though, I've never fought 800 concubines, so I don't know. Maybe he's onto something. It's just not for me.
You're 2,000 cold calls. I don't care what industry it is. You're 2,000 cold calls away from being a fucking millionaire. How many times do I have to say this? I've been saying it 28 and a half years, but you don't want to be a salesman. You don't want to be like an insurance peddler making cold calls, and that's the fucking truth. You don't want to go home and tell your wife, your cousin, your brother, I'm just a fucking peddler. I'm proud to be a fucking salesman.
I completely agree with what he's talking about. I built my business off of cold calling, door knocking. I learned it early on when I went on a Mormon mission to Brazil and I knocked doors for 14 hours a day. I learned that the fastest way to make millions of dollars is through selling products. I found to make multiple millions of dollars was to be selling my own products. See, this is where everyone stops. They want to get paid the millions of dollars for the fulfillment. Fulfillment's not where you make your money. Fulfillment is the creation of the product, generating the client, and getting them to exchange money and value for what it is that you're selling them. Now, I recommend that it be an incredible product so they see the return on their investment with what they buy from you. But calling people and generating leads and exchanging money for value is the fastest way to make millions of dollars. Completely agree with Dan on this.
By the way, the high-performance people, the kids that are on the Hall of Fame, my Hall of Fame, have 4 or 5 characteristics. I'm going to name just 2 or 3 of them. Number 1, they give up social media, unless they're selling on it. Number 2, they work at a...
Completely agree. Use social media as a way to market and generate leads and sell. Stop wasting time consuming on it.
At a standing desk. Number 3.
I don't know. I don't have a standing desk. I've had a standing desk before. I make more money sitting down than I did at a standing desk. Kind of cool, I guess.
They have a treadmill under the desk and it goes at 4 kilometers an hour.
I don't know. I don't have a treadmill. I make a lot of money. Does it work for some people? Probably. I don't think it's what's going to make you a lot of money, though.
Number 4, they work out 3 to 5 times a week, between 30 and 60 minutes a day.
Look, I work out that at least 5 days a week, at least 45 to 60 minutes. I don't know if it makes me more money, but I feel way better. When I feel better, I make better decisions, take better action, I get better results. So I know a lot of fat people, though, they're making good money. So I don't think it's required to make money, but I do think it's required to have real wealth and riches from inside out. So I recommend you work out anyways.
The last thing is they make all their employees, their family, their wife, their kids, their parents accountable. Mom, is this an important call? I'll talk to you over the weekend. Thanks, Mom. Click.
I completely disagree with that because you don't know when the last conversation with your mom's going to be. And maybe he has a different feeling towards that. Had his mom died between now and that Saturday when he would see her, I don't know. Because I go ski with my dad multiple times a week during ski season. I want to show up to my daughter's event at school, her spring program. I want to actually be able to hear my woman call me when she's having a bad day, and I want to be that safe space for her to share that. So my family knows, though, if I'm not able to answer their call, I will get back to them. My family knows when we schedule ahead of time. So if my mom calls me 3 times in 1 hour, probably because there's an emergency. If not, she texts me and says to call her later. I think it's crazy to be checking your family like that. I think it is important, though, to have agreements with them.
Money is free right now. We're at the lowest interest rates in 5,000 years. What are you going to tell your grandchildren? What are you going to tell your children 20, 25 years from now? What did you do, Grandpa? What did you do, Grandma, during the greatest transformation of motherfucking wealth in the history of the world? What did you do other than sit on your hands? What did you do to take advantage of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the planet? What did you do? Not a thing. That's what you're going to say.
Look, this video is just freaking funny. Couple facts. Money was cheap. It's not cheap anymore. When it was cheap, listen, you should be getting as much of that money as possible. Still today, there's plenty of money to be had. It's not as cheap as it was, but in the overall scheme of things, 6, 7, 8, 9%. I had one of my loans at 10% recently. Still freaking cheap compared to where it was years and years ago when it's in the 20 and 30%. So money's cheap. Leverage that money, go buy things. He is over the top in his delivery. That's going to land with a lot of people. It's not going to land with everyone. He is right, though. Utilize money to create wealth. I did that so very well over the last few, especially with the COVID money. Did you take advantage of the COVID money? They were printing out money at 3.75% for long-term 30 years, and a bunch of money they gave to us for frickin' free, no return. I didn't have to pay any interest on it. I just had to receive it and use it. Hopefully you did too as well. If not, pay attention. It will happen again where there'll be opportunities where money is cheap. Get it.
Okay, so now how do you make money? You need to love something so it's not work. You got to be able to put in long, long hours and not consider it work. And you've got to make a lot of sacrifices. You can't be going to your sweet 16, whatever. There's not time for that. If Elon Musk and all these guys and myself, we all slept in our office the first 10 years of our businesses. You know, success leaves clues, kids.
I think you really, really, really want to be like Dan Pena. If you really, really, really want to be like Elon Musk, I actually have no desire to be like Dan Pena and sleep in my office every day for 10 years. However, I kind of do that now because I work from my home office, this kind of world that we're in. So maybe I am doing it. I do agree with this idea, though. Make your work something you love. In fact, it's what you're called to, so it won't even feel like love. And with today's communication platforms, you can be working while you're sitting on the plane waiting for your flight to take off. You could be working while you're sitting at the doctor's office. I don't even go to a doctor's office, so I don't know why I'd bring that up. But you can work way more in the in-betweens because work is about having a meaningful conversation, moving them to an appointment, and then making an offer to them to buy your product, to work with your company, to partner with you, to become a resource, to send you a referral, to do something with you. You can do way more of that today than ever before. I don't think you got to sleep on the floor of a building, though. I think you do got to look at what am I willing to sacrifice to give my attention to the thing that I desire and deserve. That means you got to stop doing something else. You got to start doing the thing that gets more return on your time investment.
Time is money. We can get money back, but we can't get time back.
I disagree that time is money. I believe time is emotion, energy in motion. You cannot get more time back. He's absolutely right. And you can get more money. Doesn't mean time equals money. Time equals energy in motion. And the energy I bring right now is what's important for this moment to take the actions that give me the results I'm looking for now. In the morning, I don't want to have a high level of certainty and intensity. I want to have peace and calm and okayness and clarity. In the evening, I don't want to have absolute certainty that I'm going to go make a bunch of money. I want to have connection and love and presence and a sense of achievement. During the day, though, I want absolute freaking certainty. I'm putting money in the bank. So when you look at this, time isn't money, it's emotion, energy in motion. Every thing comes and goes according to the vibration that you're putting out with your energy in motion.
Now, nobody in this room is even remotely as old as I am, but you're running out of runway. You're running out of runway. And for those of you that are young kids, don't let anybody tell you you're young, you got plenty of time. You tell those people to f*** off.
Yeah, I think if you're younger, learn patience. But you don't know when your last day is pulled. That's once again why time equals emotion. What is the emotional experience I want between now and when I don't have any more moments?
F*** you. Do I want to turn out like you, Mom? Do I want to turn out like you, Dad? But nobody...
Dude, my parents turned out pretty freaking cool. So they might not have as much money as I have, but I am who I am because of their conditioning and the way they challenged me to question the system. I think it's pretty poor taste that he's even suggesting, fuck you, Mom, fuck you, Dad. because you don't exist with any opportunity if they didn't conceive you.
No, you're all going, you're full of nobody's going to do that. That's why I'm here and you're there.
Look, Dan Pena's got a lot of great points. I also think he is just an asshole to people. Now, one of the ways that he trains or leads in his style is the significance lever, is look how fucking great I am and you're a fucking loser. And if you don't want to be a loser and you want to be fucking amazing like me, do it the way I say it. And so he uses it through an inferiority. Every one of us has a fear of not being enough. What allows him to move through that fear is his level of significance that he gets from the way that he trains and teaches people. Is it effective? For some people, hell yeah, it is. Is it for me? Nah, fuck off, Dan. Thanks for watching today. I want to hear your reactions and see what your thoughts are on Dan Pena. Click in the comments down below and leave me your thoughts. Click the like button, smash that share button. Make sure you get this video to other people. I appreciate you. Keep on watching.